Ahoy ho y'all. Hey, what's good, gang? Alright, so today we back at it again with another plot review. I ain't even gotta say too much because y'all already know what it is. Today we were with my boy Druss. Y'all already know him. Bro's been making plot reviews far longer than I have on Darwin. So yeah, I just felt it to be appropriate to take one last look at some of his stuff because I'm gonna be honest, because some of the stuff he's built is just iconic, you know? So yeah, that's what we gonna do today. Like I said, I ain't gonna say too much, and yeah, hope y'all still enjoying these videos because I still got a couple of them at least planned. Of course, the filming now has ended since Darwin is over, but I got some shit on the back burner. You already know. Alright, then let's get straight into it. But how's your mic quality now way better than the mic in your videos? That's crazy.
I don't know. It's absolute. I don't know what you see. He's been on. I haven't been on this for ages either. Yeah, how are you? What's the work? No, I haven't been on using the computer in ages. Just I've been busy in life and that sort of thing. So my young fella's been on it, and I don't know exactly how, but somehow the headphones aren't working, but the speaker is in the headphones. So it's mad anyway.
Oh, I did.
There we are.
Nice. Okay, I wasn't sure if I had to save as a friend anymore or not. Oh damn, Druss, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
It's mad. I was just looking at the dates for this, and if you fly out here, I finished it 5 years ago.
Shit.
Yeah. It's mad. I can't believe it's been that long.
That is wild. Yeah, no, this is actually one of the ones I was thinking about. This is the one that I was thinking about that I wanted to look at as well.
This was, I suppose, the main thing. Like I started. I have lots of stuff, but I can't remember where it is. I have a private world somewhere, but I have like orc builds on it and that sort of thing. But to be honest, I wouldn't be able to find them anymore. I don't even know where they are because I don't think I have warps to them, so they're probably lost to the ages now. But yeah, no. So all this thing, you know, when you look at what we have now on Conquest and what we're building on my server here in Druss, it's just so dated. But look, it's a product of the time, I suppose. Back 5 years ago, this was, I suppose,
peak.
cutting edge building, but not no more.
Damn, I'm already checking out some of this stuff, dude.
Where are you? You're in a house, are you?
Getting it straight into it. Bro, where are you from, Druss?
Ireland.
Ireland. Top of the morning, buddy.
Absolutely, yeah. No, rural Ireland, living in southeast Ireland. So this plot, this was my initially. So back when this began, the ranks in Darwin were actually different, and there was an architect rank. And then when I had just started building, they changed. Well, Biggie and G-Nubs changed all the ranks, and I had only begun on staff at that stage. Plot sizes were increased and everything, so I had to kind of modify the build. But I didn't actually use any kind of tools to do this, so every single layer and every single thing was laid by hand.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it took forever. I think like the road itself, and that's why the road isn't kind of as smooth as you get in the whatever it was, pal swapper.
Yeah. No, but it still looks good though.
Yeah.
It makes sense that it's a little bit noisy though. Like if
Yeah,
people are marching on it all day, I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then,
dude. I'm glad you agreed to this, bro. I know it was kind of out of the blue.
Not at all. No, look, it's a sad day that Darwin is finally shutting its doors. It's been a big part of my life. I started out as just jumping onto it because I wanted to check out the Conquest Reforged mod pack, and then of course loved it. And then I was asked to be a helper, which was another rank back in the day, and then moved from that to mod, and then from mod to admin. So yeah, no, it's been, as I said, it was and the I came for the mod pack, but I stayed for the community. The friendships I made and the crack we had, the fun we had was just, you can't replicate that. You know, it was just fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm a lot older than most people. Like even when I did this, I would have been in my kind of late 30s, early 40s. So I was coming home from work, and you know, if I had a spare hour, I was hopping on.
That's nice.
But yeah, no, it was a labour of love. No, and what I loved about this plot was everyone kind of had, a lot of the staff members had some input. So this building here, the cheese shop, was built by Carl Fetters. Carl is just an absolute legend. And yeah, and then so as we pass by houses, you can see that there will be different ones built by different people. Like this huge gigantic thing here was built by Gills.
I remember a screenshot of this.
Okay, yeah. No, that was yeah, the big red, that's Gills' one, Asraya's, and of course just typical of Gills, just gigantic and kind of elaborate.
Have you actually dabbled in any of the newer conquests, like the newer updates?
I have, yeah. No, I have a server going.
I think you've actually made some videos about houses and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I have a server with, no, I haven't been on it for about a month and a half because I've been so busy in life that I haven't actually just had a chance. But we have a server with the latest update. It's a big custom built world, and everyone has their own little project. But it's the newest version of Conquest, so you know it blows this out of the water really.
Oh, bro, I really like this tree. This is a willow tree here, right? I'm a big fan of this.
It was, yeah,
I'm just kind of like
that's
all
right.
over the place with my fucking brain, dude.
As I said, I suppose I was trying to shovel as many kind of trade professions in as possible. So this was a stables here, and then beyond that you had a little, you know, a charcoal burners. This area here is meant to be a forest.
Yeah.
And obviously it's on the edge of the plot, but the whole idea was that it was a forest with, you know, as I said, just shovel in as many trades as possible. The Lisnavat, my great grandfather was a blacksmith in a place called Lisnavat, so I just did that as a nod to him.
Little Easter egg.
And I remember I actually made a mess of the riverbank. So when I was doing it, I dug the riverbank far too deep, but then I refused to edit it. I refused to edit it, and then I just added loads of little features.
I mean, it looks good. It's a deep ravine.
All right, it's but like realistically, the water wouldn't be that deep. But look, it's
2 YouTubers in one video, bro.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't call myself a YouTuber really. I don't have to. I've never really had the inclination for it. I've tried, but it's never really worked for me. These were meant to be the little kind of the crofters
I like
area.
the little sheds. I think when it comes to these houses and stuff, I really like the little details and stuff around it, like chicken coop, sheds, little pile of wood, cart, that sort of stuff. You know, little fishing rod. This is a cool detail. Having a mug with a stool and a fishing rod next to it.
Yeah, right, this hornet's nest here was actually Sil suggested this, so the idea was that people are trying to smoke out a hornet's nest.
That's a smart detail.
Yeah, Sil was always very good at doing those little you know features that kind of brought life and depth to a plot.
And the AP area up in the back. That's cool. Yeah, no, actually I was on a call yesterday with Red Ranger.
Oh, Red is yeah, well, of all the people, Red was one of the 4 grand architects, and there was only 4 people who ever achieved that rank under the old system. There was Red and Vitautus. I can't remember. There were 4 men. They were largely responsible for doing the Patrick's was one of them. They were responsible for doing the big plot that's really well known. The Slavic plot. That's the one. Yeah.
That's literally the video we filmed yesterday.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. One thing that I've always liked doing, even more so than building, has been doing the kind of engineering of the mechanisms.
Oh, that's peak.
Oh, I like my portcullis. I spent quite a bit of time working on in the big castle.
Oh, come down to the crypts, bro.
I've forgotten there were crypts in this place.
What's that noise?
Oh yes.
Oh, bro, you gotta take off your armor, bro. I hear the noise when you're stepping in the armor.
Oh, hold on 1 second. How do I do this again?
Clunk. Yo, that's the classic Druss skin, bro. What am I wearing?
Exactly. Yeah. No, I hadn't even realized there was armor on me, so there you are.
They removed these panes, the cobweb panes. I wish they would have left these. This is cool.
Some of them, yeah. So some choices were a bit mad. Like they had the it was the Tudor window, the kind of bay window that they removed as well, and I always regretted that. I thought it was a lovely block.
Oh yeah, the 3D one, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I think I made there's use of that in the plot here.
That was a cool window. I wish they had left that as well. There's a couple things that they changed. Damn, Illuminati, bro. Is this the Freemasons Guild?
Oh, it is, yep. It literally is.
Bro, look at that knowledge. That's some in-depth knowledge right there. I'd love to check out the tier net Druss, like the new server one day.
Oh, sure, no, absolutely.
It's not pressing, it's not pressing, but like Darwin is low-key. That's like...
It was it'll be a sad day, and as I said, it'll be... But I think props to Diggy. Diggy brought together a community, and it was just... it just, you know, snowballed, and I think it has been a huge part of so many people's lives.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Myself, Diggy, and a few others. We did try a couple of times in the background to get Darwin updated, but it just proved to be too difficult. And you know, Diggy, who is basically a genius, when he started Darwin, he was a lot younger, probably had a lot more time on his hands, and that. Then you know,
16,
exactly. So you know, then by the time things came along, he was at work, and you know, to be fair to Diggy, I think he had other priorities. And yeah, so the whole idea was that this, the town was meant to be just kind of a mountainside town, and you just follow it. You'd kind of meander up towards the top.
Yeah.
And that the town had kind of evolved around a castle. So initially there wouldn't have been actual houses inside these gates here, but
yeah,
then,
they would have evolved,
you know,
over time and shit, right?
This house here was built by Lizaria, yeah, and the one beside it was built by Nikki, I think.
That's a cool block. Sweeney
a blast.
Todd something for the weekend.
So you know about Sweeney Todd, the legend of Sweeney. He was a barber. He's a kind of an urban, not an urban legend. He's a kind of a folk tale in England about. He's in London, and he was a barber who murdered his clients, and then he cooked their bodies and sold them as meat. So if you go down here,
I think I heard something about that. I think I've heard that on
Johnny
YouTube
Depp has a movie with him and that sort of thing. This was meant to be his, where you had
he boils the
but
bodies
here they got murdered, and then there was a secret passage here that went up into the inn next door. So the innkeeper would take their bodies and cook them up and serve them in these pies. Here.
Oh, bro!
It was meant to be. You're meant to be able to figure that out, but and then I think behind the barber there was the body of one of the guys who nearly got away, but kind of passed away, because he was bleeding too badly, or so he was bleeding out, or it was all very morbid. It was
so this is an actual thing that happened.
Sweeney Todd itself, I think, is more of an urban legend or a kind of a folk tale.
Bro, these are some cool Easter eggs, and you can tell that you guys spent like some real time on this plot.
And again, to be fair to Darwin, I think the community paved the way in a lot of ways, because the trees, if you had seen like the old trees on the likes of Artecraft, they were that kind of Minecraft.
Yeah.
You looked up and all you could see is leaf blocks. But then Yukon, I think, was that came up with the kind of concept that if you look through a tree, you should be able to see the sky.
Yeah, the fluffy leaves.
Kind of less became more sort of thing. It worked really well.
So nice. I like the layers, like the that there's like not the layers like on the terrain. I like that, of course, as well. But I'm talking about like the whole city isn't like just one flat area, but it has like elevation differences and stuff like that.
Absolutely, yeah. No, as I said,
cool.
I saw a picture of a place, and it's on my bucket list to visit. A place called Roquemadour in France, and it's literally built into the kind of side of a cliff face. And if you ever see it, it looks just magnificent, So yeah, again, the houses nowadays will be kind of, I suppose, quite dated. Well, they are quite dated looking, but they were a product of the time. Sorry, this tower here was meant to be the courthouse. So the idea was that. Tower. So
someone killed themselves.
You were taken. There's a whole story. So you would be taken. The jail was below. You'd be taken here, and you'd be logged in, I suppose. And then there's a courthouse upstairs, and then they would just take you out and hang you. And then there's actually
whether or not you're found guilty or not.
Absolutely, yeah. No, everyone is guilty.
Everyone is guilty in the eyes of the law.
Absolutely. So yeah. So this is just the guard room, and here we are. Here's if you're in the dock, and the judge will be in front of you, and would proclaim you guilty. And
then you'd be taken out.
Yeah.
Just be thrown
so you'd be taken out, and then thrown off the balcony, and then you'd be put into a little coffin down here, and then carted off to the graveyard.
Like clockwork. So, Druss, what got you into making YouTube videos?
I don't really know exactly. I can't remember. I've only made a couple. I started doing a few tutorials.
Like 100 almost, don't you?
No, I wouldn't have anywhere near that much. No, I did a few tutorials, and then I wanted to showcase a few of the Darwin plots. This was a kill zone here. Sorry, this was. So the idea was a portcullis would drop here, a portcullis would drop on the other side, and then you'd be surrounded and just kill with arrows.
You got different layers of shooting. That's cool. Yeah, no, but you did a bunch of videos, and I don't think I know the I don't think I'm familiar with the tutorials you did, but I definitely know the plot.
I did. They were terrible, to be honest with you. But no, the plot reviews on Darwin, like I did a few of them. Yeah, mostly. To be honest with you, it's been so long since I've even looked at them. I can't really remember them too much.
On YouTube?
Very possibly, yeah. They could. No, they're definitely still there. It's just that I haven't actually looked at them in maybe 4 or 5 years. I'd say it's been a long old time.
How many subscribers do you have?
No idea. Honestly, I have.
Okay,
it could be
give me 1 second.
10. It could be 100. It could be 1,000. I honestly don't know.
Damn, you're almost at 1,000. You're at 900 subscribers.
Yeah, really?
43. Yep, 43 videos.
That's unbelievable.
Nah, the Realms of Midgard trailer is actually your most viewed video with almost 50,000 views. Yeah.
There you go. I didn't even realize.
48,000.
I uploaded it onto CurseForge, and I still to this day regret that it didn't get like 50 cents per download, because I think it's up at about close to 400,000 or maybe 300,000 or something downloads. So
that's crazy. that you have.
It was
the
yeah.
map
So
that has
I'd
that
be a
many
rich man.
downloads.
I'd be a rich man if I had €1 for every download. Initially, you know, I had a kind of a vested interest in it because I thought it was I just loved doing it, and I loved sharing it. And then I came on to Conquest, and then I just basically put it aside and forgot about it. But yeah, no, I think I remember this was actually the one thing that I suppose, most happy with in this wasn't so much the castle. It was portcullis over here. So the portcullis mechanisms. Hold on, where are we?
I was
I
TPing
think
all
they're up
over the
here.
place.
No, it's not here. Where the hell are they? Maybe on this
Yeah,
side.
it doesn't that.
So yeah,
Oh,
so this
nice.
is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there was counterweight. So yeah, so it was the it would be operated from here. Okay, so someone would come in and they would use the
Yeah.
crank here to bring it up and down. But up above the layer, the story above, or this next floor up, had the counterweights and the
The chain,
actual
the
mechanism
actual
itself.
mechanism, yeah. I miss the old shield that you could throw into an
Oh,
item.
they were great. Yeah,
They removed
yeah,
that completely. That just doesn't exist anymore.
they did. Yeah,
Why would they do that?
they were.
Man, the Conquest devs just, I don't know, bro. Conquest devs
I'm
are a
sure they had
special
the
breed,
reason.
bro.
But Hippocles now, I think he's almost Hippocles and Smog. I think is helping him now. But as far as I know, a lot of the original Conquest devs they left the project, I think,
Oh, yeah?
and they went on to. I think they're doing Neoforge now or something. I'm not even sure what they're doing, but it's
Traitors.
yeah, no, it's an awful pity. But like I think, to be fair, he's carrying a lot of that work himself.
Anybody who stays with Conquest gets my respect.
Oh, absolutely, no,
Anybody who
and to be
goes to
fair, like
Neoforge does not.
I haven't even looked at Neoforge. I couldn't even tell you what it is, to be honest
I
with you.
know they had like a phase where they were trying to do like the vintage story thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the hell that is. You would never gonna
I've
catch me
seen
playing
it,
vintage
but
story, bruh.
what would be the point? Because when you have Conquest,
You don't need it.
you don't really need anything else. The latest releases have, like, especially with the additions in Hearthfire, it just makes really, really incredibly detailed buildings very, very easy. There was a chateau called Chateau the Midlands in France, and it's an incredibly beautiful 15th century, I think, chateau. But I based it very loosely on it.
No, you did a good job on this.
Um,
I like interiors
you're
that have color. It makes sense. Man, it's
in the
such an
kitchen.
outdated, it's such an outdated style, but it's still really, really nice to look at. It takes you back.
Oh yeah,
Gives
no,
you
completely it is,
nostalgia.
absolutely.
Bro, I found the dungeon.
This is probably down to the ice room, given that it's in the kitchen. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah, this is the ice room then, not the dungeon.
No, there has to be a dungeon. I think I just can't remember. There's a passageway. Oh, there's a whole Easter egg passageway. I forgot about that.
Man,
You'll
this
be
place
doing well
is
if
a
you can find.
maze, bro.
It
It
was,
feels
yeah.
like you're underground because they don't have any windows.
Here we are.
Oh, I found
So
it.
I think
I found a passageway.
Have you found it here? Hold on. I think this
so.
is it.
This
Here.
definitely looks like a passageway here.
It was basically the idea of this was it was an escape passage from the for the
Oh, this
family.
is sick, dude. Into the cave and everything.
Yeah.
Bro, that's nice.
Yeah. It was. This I think nearly killed me. It was just an absolute. No, this is the correct way. Yeah, I'm going the right way because it kind of branches off in a couple of directions. But I think this comes out, if I'm right in saying, it comes out into a little supply cave so that they have kind of supplies when they're fully. Hold on, there was a drip there. Yeah, that drip there, that was Call's idea. Call taught me how to do that. If you did water above, and then it would create a little drip. And
that's a really nice detail. That adds atmosphere. I don't think I saw the drip though. Oh, there, I see it. Okay, that's smart, dude.
And then you just follow it all the way to the. This is kind of the
cave.
exit cave.
Oh,
so
this is sick.
So they
Very
would
thin cave walls though. Wait, do you have other plots you want to look at as well, Druss?
I probably do, but I'll be perfectly frank, I can't remember where they are. Yeah, this is a dumping ground. So this is an actual Irish Iron Age ring fort.
Yeah, Iron Age ring fort is sick.
There's it's based off one that is actually close to where I live. Obviously it's in ruins now, but the actual ring fort itself is. So this is the War of the Worlds, and the idea was it's 18th century, or sorry, 19th century London, and we were like we never finished it unfortunately, but it was the tripods from the War of the Worlds, the
That's
the
cool,
famous.
dude. Oh, you got like the destroyed houses and stuff, bro. That's sick.
Yeah, well, as I said, it was
It's such a cool concept.
the tripods were Susie came up with the actual the kind of head part, and I did the legs. Susie did an absolutely exceptional organ in the church here, I think.
Oh shit! With like the armor stand tools. That's so cool.
Yeah, with the pedals and the.
Nah, that's definitely got to be respected, bro. That's big.
Yeah, I think that took her ages. There was a place called the Ratway, whereas the Thieves Guild was there, so this was based on the Ratway. But if you like, there's a little bar, but this is the most extent. This took again months to do, but there is yeah. If you just go into spectator mode, you'll see there's a sewer with like vast amounts of little Easter eggs in it. Like I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are here somewhere. Yeah, as I said, it was just a vast amount of.
A vast network of tunnels is wild, to be fair.
And
that's real impressive.
So there's Call and.
Yeah, I recognize Cat's-Go. I recognize. Belgian waffles. Or of course Susie. Scout, Nikki. That's an easy one. Pump ass is crazy. Pumbus.
And then,
Druss,
I forgot about Pump.
Mass Owl, Spartan, I know. Cole, I know.
And Moriarty, Dr. Moriarty, Sherlock Holmes's nemesis has a whole.
Yeah, I know Moriarty.
Funnel down here, but I'd be able to find it.
Is this
doing well? But I know. Look, you could wander around these places for months and still probably get lost. It's kind of ridiculous. Is there anything else?
All the tunnels look the same.
This was my wizard tower, but this is only part of the world.
The wizard tower.
I'd forgotten about this place. This is again, this I completely forgot this place existed.
Wow. This is cool.
There was a little Narnia cupboard here somewhere, I think, if I can find it.
A wardrobe. Yeah,
this was the Lion the Witch in the wardrobe here. You open the wardrobe.
Are we in Narnia? C.S. Lewis was a goat. Him and Tolkien, of course. It's a really cool building, though, I will admit. This building looks very nice from the outside. I'm a big fan of the style. And the big tower, of course, on the flying side.
The big tower, the big tower had kind of
like, greenhouse at the top.
That's right, yeah, and I think there's
the Hogwarts place.
Yeah, and outside Cat's-Go built a ship for me because Cat's-Go always built ships.
Yeah, this would be a Cat's-Go ship. This looks real good. Oh, that goes hard, dude. Bro, this takes me straight to World of Warcraft.
Yeah, this was my last big project before everything kind of moved on, but
everything fell apart.
Everything was meant to be kind of leather and
bones and rock and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You got flies everywhere. That's nice details. The heads on spikes and torches and stuff. Now I'm a
it's
fan
been
of this.
years since I visited this.
A quarry as well. Or a mine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. And I had a kind of a this was this was meant to be. So how did this work again? There was so this was a smelter. So you had your iron inside there, and obviously all the the hot coals, and they would mine the ore, and they would walk across the bridge here and dump the ore straight into this little slide.
Put in so much thought into all this stuff. It's crazy.
This was always my favorite part of building, was the kind of the process behind of everything.
There's a lot of corpses. Ooh, that's really cool, bro. I gotta test if this actually still works. Putting the signs into the item frames as like spikes on walls. I've never seen anybody do that before. That's a really smart usage of blocks.
This is the. Do you remember the
this
where
is where he pushes the thing? Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
The item frame character isn't quite as jacked as Arnie was, though.
Yeah, well, that was Guild at the time. That was the skin they used.
That's cool.
But yeah, no. So this was I'd forgotten about. This is like a trip down memory lane. I'd forgotten about all of these things.
Pages. Wow, dude. This is a cool fucking build, bro. Alright, if you like these builds, check out Druss on YouTube and on Insta.
Russ_Rua _. Well, thank you very, very much for having me. I really, really do appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to yet another one of your excellent videos.
Why the fuck am I invisible? There we are, bro. God damn. Yeah, no, Druss, for sure, bro. I'm super happy that you were able to fucking join in such short notice, dude. Like, this
No,
really
thank you
was
very,
like
very
a
much.
trip down
It's been
memory
a
lane
pleasure.
looking at some of this stuff, dude.
It really was. Like, I can't believe that, you know. Anyway, look, I will say at the very end, thank you very much to Diggy. Thank you very much to all the staff members, and thank you very, very much to the community of Darwin. You meant a huge amount, and it's not so much goodbye till next time, I think, is the best way to put it. Thank you very, very much for having me. That was something else now, so it was. And that was probably my last time in Darwin, so
That was probably your last time on Darwin, dude. That's
I
sad
would
to
imagine
hear.
it is. But at least we went out with a bang.